Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm one of your co-hosts, QT.
I'm your other. Oh, okay. You want to go for it, Jordan?
Get this together.
It's all good, Jordan. Take it. Bye.
I'm Jordan. Moving forward.
Bye, Cusmano.
And today we have a very special guest. Not only a special guest, our first guest ever at Reality Group Chat. We added someone to the chat. It is Quinn. Hello, Quinn. How are you doing?
What's up? I dressed for the Big Brother beach party. I'm hoping that this fits the vibe. I've got my own Big Brother rubber ducky. I'm so excited and honored to be on this podcast. The second I saw this posted on Instagram, I had to follow. I'm subscribed on YouTube. Everyone like and subscribe right now. It doesn't matter what we say or do. You know the content's going to be good.
Period. Let's wake
so
that up.
Sweet. Thank you, Quinn. You're dressed for the BB summer. I'm dressed for a funeral like Rachel was in some of the episodes today because I know you guys are sending my friend home.
That was crazy.
Okay, so welcome back to Reality Group Chat. We are going to be going over everything that happened in the BB27 house in the past week. This is week 2, technically, I guess. I don't know. It starts on a random thing, but we consider this week 2. Before we get into the specifics of what happened, because we have our new guest, Quinn, I want to know, Quinn, what are you thinking of this season so far? Are you liking it? How are you feeling about the house guests? Faves, not so faves? Tell us everything.
I'm kind of obsessed. Like, this season, I was nervous. I was like, what if this cast is lame or something like that? And it, like, really takes the wind out of my sails. I'm pretty much obsessed with everyone who's been on our screen. Like, the messiness from Jimmy, Rachel and her lines, and then pretty much anything and everything Ava does, I will co-sign it. I can't wait to Venmo her my entire net worth after this season. I love everything about her. She's so fun. Yeah, it's like, even the more like quiet, reserved people, I'm rooting for them. Like Adrian, that little like where he's talking about disappointing his family. I was standing up and I was like, you're not letting them down. All you can do is like make them prouder. Like that's all that's at risk right here. You're not going to disappoint them. This cast is so cracked. They're crazy. And it's everything you want from reality TV. I'm loving it.
So who is the you this season? Like, who is the Quinn of this season in your mind? Who is it?
Good question.
Kelly asked if it was her, and I don't think so. I feel like she's a little too quiet in the diary room. I think Jimmy is the same vibe where he projects when he gets in there. Like, he knows what it's like to talk to a bunch of people in a classroom. Like, that's the vibe I get. I think he's way funnier than I am, so that's at risk. I don't know who is, like, just loud, enthusiastic, and annoying. You know, whoever that is, that's me.
Yeah. You know, I actually think that...
funnier than Jimmy.
Yeah, no, Jimmy is
Thanks.
so. I actually think your season is to credit for the chaos of this season. Coming off of your like chaotic season, I think a lot of like the newbies and like recruits watched that, and not only that, I just think it opened up gameplay to be more chaotic than it had been in the past. So kudos to you.
I see a little Ava in you, Quinn. I see some Ava in there. I really do, and I live for it. I love her.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Jimmy, you're not a Jimmy.
You're definitely not a Jimmy, Quinn. I don't know where you thought that was even a thing.
I just thought he was loud. I don't know. I think Ava, fashion-wise, we align. I wear a lot of 70s, you know. And I think that, like, you know how people say Big Brother 16 ruined Big Brother? I don't agree with that necessarily, but where it's like Derek played, like, the no drama game where he's going to put out all the fires, and then that became the meta. I think Big Brother 26 was like, but what if you were messy? And it like raises the question of, but what if you did have a rival and you guys got into it during live evictions? What if, like, I think that that's what people took away from Big Brother 26 was, if you want those Instagram followers, which Kelly keeps talking about, then you need to go out there and be bold and do whatever you feel is like natural in the moment versus trying to hide your personality. It's more letting it shine.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like as cringy as it is sometimes, especially watching Jimmy like rehearse his lines before a ceremony, it is those like TikTok-y kind of moments that start to go viral and then bring people to the show. So yeah, it's annoying to watch sometimes, but I can understand why in the house you would want to do that. And yeah, to the credit of BB26, you saw how good it did then, so you would want to continue the legacy, I guess.
Bring it on home.
Yes, we love it. Okay, so we're going to recap the cast. I'm not the cast. We're going to recap the episodes, Sunday's episode Wednesday, and then Thursday's live eviction, which we literally all just watch. Very exciting episode. And then we're going to play a little game. Jordan has a little game for us to play. So scary. We're in our very own HOH competition. How exciting.
And you better get ready. You better get ready.
Okay, so as I go through the episodes, we can kind of just talk about little things. If I've missed anything. Oh, we lost Jordan. He's back. Okay, as I go through the episodes, we can kind of talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. If there's anything I missed or something that stuck out to you in the episode, feel free to put it all in there. Okay, so starting with our Sunday episode, we get our little like recap of Zay leaving. He got beheaded by Rachel Riley, the queen. Zach is crying, which is just kind of crazy to me. Like the crying was intense. I don't know.
It was so much more tthan I thought it was.
Yeah, like he actually lost his brother. You've been in there for a week. But I guess, Quinn, you, out of all of us, are the only one that has actually experienced being in the Big Brother house. Do you really get so attached to these people so quickly that it feels like you're like losing a limb when someone leaves that's a close ally?
It feels like people die. Like, it's so sad. And then specifically with Zay's eviction, like, I knew that Matt going home was like pretty good for my game, especially after like that line had been drawn in the sand between him and Angela. But I was still like deeply sad for Matt because he was the first boot. Like that's what's at stake with that initial nominee. And it's like you take on so much of other people's pain in the Big Brother house. And so I think that like as much as Zach loves Zay and they have more than a friendship, is what he said in his goodbye messages. He was like, better connection than anything I've had with women. I'm like, wow, that's hot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I think that Zach is also weighing out the pain that Zay might feel that he doesn't even get to experience week 2. I think that that's what's at stake there. And that's why he was bawling his eyes out. It was like, oh my God, it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, none of us on the circle can relate. Someone like you're like, well, another one bites the dust.
Like,
with Battle Camp, who was it that when they hits the wheel, they died, and Tony, the big ass guy, was like.
So that was when Gabby went home. She only had her name on the wheel one time. It landed on her. The whole camp was like an uproar. Tony's crying, Louie's crying, kicking chairs around. It was literally a mess. And I'm looking around like, are these people okay? Like, she's not dying. And fun fact, she had a cheer competition she really wanted to go to that she was going to be missing.
No.
So I was like, honestly, she gets to be on Battle Camp, go to the cheer comp. Like, it's okay, guys. She's going to be okay. So yeah, I guess I just don't understand the like deep emotion, like someone's dying. But but what you're saying does make sense. Like I can understand if I had a close friend in there, them not getting to experience more of this show and leaving first is devastating. So I understand. Okay.
Would you cry for us, QT, if Jordan or I went, if we were on a show together and we left?
Every single time. I'd vote you out and then cry.
You heard it here first. This bitch is shady. And I love it.
I'm dead. What I thought was really fun about this vote too was that it was not unanimous. Our first vote of the season was not unanimous, and it was kind of not everyone knew where everyone's votes went, because some people were lying about their votes, which is something that I just think is so fun in a Big Brother house and more people need to do. We have Riley that's lying about his vote. Keanu is like kind of lying. On feeds, it was like confusing too because he was lying to some people, not lying to others. Like, I don't know what was happening there. Will is telling the truth, but he's like being perceived as a liar by like Kelly's and Keanu's because they're lying. So I don't know. That was a mess. Yeah. But yeah, I like a messy house, and I wish that more people would lie about their votes.
I just don't know how Riley hasn't been caught. Like, you tell, like, almost all the girls, and, like, no one's gonna be like, yo, diggity dog, it was Riley. Like, that was insane to me. Like, I understand being like, tell Rachel and only Rachel or whoever you want to say to, like, you know, get those brownie points. But I'm still confused on how everybody's like, it's definitely not Riley. Riley definitely didn't do it. And I'm like, you know what? Go off, kid. Get to the gig.
Riley has been very under the radar too. Like I feel like he kind of just is like slipping under everyone's noses. No one's really like targeting him or honestly even talking about him. Sometimes I forget he's in there. Like I don't even see him feed sometimes. Yeah.
Which is interesting, like coming off of like what he said before the game started. Like I thought he was gonna be playing a completely different game. I don't know what game he's necessarily playing other than not doing too much, but I did think it was gonna be a lot more like out there, like just bad. And it's not bad, but it's not necessarily good at the same time.
I think he's playing one of the better games. I'll be honest with you. I think he's like, hot take.
Go on.
He's in the middle of everything, but I don't think anybody wants to see him go. Like, I think he's in a very good spot where, like, the men like him, the women like him. He kind of is, like, flirting with Catherine, whatever, like, that gig's going on. I think he's just, like, planted it right in the middle. I would be shocked if, like, something happened to him pre-jury, honestly, because I think he's doing his big one right now. So.
Yeah, but like coming off of, it's just the lying about your vote. Like if you're gonna lie about your vote, lie to everyone. Telling like, or maybe tell like the one person you really trust, but telling so many people and then not telling this other chunk of people is just like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of disasters, let's talk about the HOH.
HOH competition. So they're in a sewer in the dark. This is one of the competitions. I don't know how I would do. I'm so afraid of the dark. I always need a light on of some sort, even when I go to sleep. So they're in the dark having to like fish around for these prop things that are like in the shape of the HOH key or a veto. So they were able to get either HOH, obviously, or 3 different powers. So we ultimately have... First of all, before I say who the winner was, Ava was cracking me up in this. Like before it even started, she's like, "Can I forfeit? I'm done with this."
She sat down. She was like, "I'm done." She's like, I'm Ava Pearl, and I ain't doing this shit." She said, "I'm gonna sit in the corner, close my eyes so I don't see the dark, and I'm gonna call my a day." And I live.
And we love to see it. So Jimmy wins the HOH. He's the first. He gets the HOH thing in the relic, whatever. I don't even know how to explain the competition. And then I thought he did something that was very smart. He stayed by the powers to see who it was that was coming and putting the little power relic things onto the platform. So we have Keanu that gets a like veto power. Kelly also gets some sort of veto power, and then Mickey gets the HOH power. And the only one that Jimmy was able to see for sure got a power was Kelly, because he literally helps Kelly put the power onto the thing. So I think that was good for him to at least like have some sense of who got the powers.
Quinn, what power would you want? Like if you out of all like minus HOH, I mean maybe we even put HOH there. What power would you want week 2? Bring yourself back to BB20 like 6. What would you do? What would be your game plan? That's what I want if you had a choice.
I love Mickey's power because it's kind of similar to mine, except that there's like an investigation. I love that twist. I think that that's a lot of fun. It incentivizes keeping it a secret, which I could have used that tactic for my season. But I think the coolest one is Keanu's. Like the most surefire thing is probably like Kelly's. Like if you can't, it's very obviously going to be like a puzzle or something. If you can't do that, then it's like, okay, maybe you deserve to go home. But like as a fan of the show, I would have loved the like summoning power. If I saw anyone enter the Big Brother house, I would have lost my marbles. I'd have been so excited. Like we had this competition called Ding Cam, where throughout the house you would hear a doorbell sound. And when it first went off, we thought someone was entering the Big Brother house, and my heart dropped. I was like, "Oh, I'm such a big fan. Like, I don't even know how I would react to see them." So I think I would, at the end of the day, I would want Keanu's just as a super fan.
Yeah, I feel like they used to do that a lot more, like bringing old house guests into the house to even like just host a competition at least. And then over COVID, it stopped. But hopefully this means they're like getting back to it with them bringing people in now.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. I think it should have been also, it shouldn't have been Casey. Like, Casey is too good at things. It would have been funny if it was like a comp flop where they're here to change the narrative, where it's like you have someone fighting for you, but it's also they're not the best. Like bringing in Big D, like Derek F, that would have been iconic. Like that would have been so much fun. And I think he is like self-aware enough to be like, I've got you this time. Don't worry. I think Cam for my season, because everyone makes fun of him for being bad at competitions, even though he's better than most of our house. It would have been so funny for Cam to be like, I'm here to redeem myself. Like, that would have been way funnier and more fair to the other house guests.
But you know what?
That's
They should have been like, the saboteur guy should have been like, oh, you thought all the powers were going to be good? Like, maybe you get like a flop one. And then that's where you can do the big D or someone who's like notoriously never.
Well, that would be so wrong, though. Imagine you're a returning house guest and you're there for the flop award. Like, that's so fucked up.
But that would have been so camp. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, here's our liability. You're like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh, so funny. Yeah, I like the addition of the powers. I think it like keeps things interesting. Maybe there's like a part of me that feels like maybe it would have been more interesting to have it a little bit later in the season when there's more power structures to knock down. Because I feel like the powers are fun when it's like a big alliance keeps winning and now all of a sudden their plans are ruined. But ultimately, it still led to some interesting stuff because Jimmy has to nominate so many people this week. But after they come back from the HOH competition, Keanu and Kelly tell each other that they have the power. Rachel tries to interrogate Keanu to see if he has the power and also to see where he voted. And he does not budge on either. He lies to her, but she kind of senses that he's probably lying anyway. Nikki tells Morgan that she has the power. And I don't think it was shown, but on feeds, Kelly also tells Vince that she has the power. And then obviously she ends up telling Jimmy because Jimmy already knows. And then Jimmy's noms end up being Adrian, Kelly, and Keanu, with, I believe Keanu is like the main target, Kelly if anything goes wrong, and Adrian's just the pawn. He says the line, what does he say? Unfortunately, you're so full of it, the toilet is jealous, something like that. But I feel like he always has these like one-liners, and Keanu always like, oh, sorry, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Oh, sorry, I like heard something in my ears. Okay, Jimmy always has these crazy one-liners, but then Keanu, I feel like, always kind of eats him up because Keanu puts his glasses on and like goes back like he's snoring. And I was like, honestly, iconic. Like, you have to make him feel in order to bring Jimmy down a peg, you have to make him feel like what he's doing is not actually as like iconic as he thinks it is. What do you guys feel about Jimmy's little one-liners and stuff?
Everything is from Housewives. It's
and Drag Race. Like the one from like Veto was a Drag Race quote. And also, I wrote down, what are these stupid fucking gloves? Like, Jimmy, what the gloves with the bracelet over the gloves?
I love.
That's crazy. Not both of you. No, it was fun.
No, I was.
The corset was. I was like, they knew what they were doing when they gave him the black HOH robe. They knew what they were doing.
I was leaving because you gagged Jordan like that. You said I liked him.
And you know what? I'm cutting that part, bitch.
Yeah, and I get it. Oh, speaking of editing, I feel so bad for Jimmy because here's the thing. You can watch a Tucker, like the speech where Tucker uses the veto on me. That shit went on for 30 minutes, okay? And they cut it up into this, like, and there were badass moments. They only showed the badass moments, not the long monologue. And so Tucker has this moment where it's like this badass move, and it's really exciting. Jimmy is putting up Kelly, who just won a competition, Keanu, who is like a big competitor, and then Adrian, like, he's just the sweetest boy. And so it's like, this is like a pretty bold nomination. And he just said, you're poop from a butt. And it's like, he probably thinks that they're going to do him a favor and edit him to look cool. And every single time they've let it fall on his face. And it's so fucked up. I feel so bad for Jimmy because they're just letting him get embarrassed every time.
But honestly, I don't even think you can save him with the edit, if we're going to be completely honest, because his delivery is so ass cheeks. Like, as someone who did theater in high school and college, it's just giving, like, it is. Everything's from Drag Race. Everything's from Housewives. And it's not hitting me. And he's in the diary rooms. I'm like, it's so scripted. Baby, I need you to put an ounce of effort into it so it doesn't seem scripted to me. he's going to be humbled when he gets out of this house, because I think he thinks he's like the new Reagan, like the, you know, Rachel Riley v. Reagan, but like I think he's like, ooh, I'm a star after this. Maybe there is no star, there is no plane. Like it's not hitting how you think it's hitting. With the gloves, I'm dead.
I feel like it's fun. Like what he's trying to do, I understand. I think it's fun. It's like it adds a little dimension. I just think it's a little bit forced. It's starting to be a little bit forced. Like the first few things I was like, okay, period, gag all the things. And now it's like, okay, you don't have to have a line for every single time you do anything. So yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, let's like cut back on it a little bit. That way when you like actually say something, it really sticks. Now it's just like, okay, we're expecting, what is Jimmy gonna say? Okay, he said
Which
it.
is real. One thing I wanted to hit on, why is my hottie batati, Mickey, why is she telling Morgan what the power is before she finds out what the power is?
I know,
Diva, like why don't we find the power and what's it about before we want to spill it to everybody? I mean, given I think she can trust Morgan, I do. Yeah. Morgan's doing her thing, but I'm like, baby, I wouldn't have said shit until I'm like, oh, I know what the power is. Now I can reveal it if I think that is the smart thing to do. I think it was premature, but
I'd probably not say anything to anyone, but I can also understand, like, you're like, I need to tell someone, like, I need to get this out of like only my head. So I don't know, but yeah, like you said, I think Morgan's like very trustworthy, but the scary thing is like, you just never know. If Morgan tells one person that she thinks is not going to say anything to anyone else, that person can end up telling other people. And Mickey's power is that she gets to overthrow the HOH, but only if the HOH doesn't guess that it's her that's doing it. And so with that, I feel like it's hard, because if anyone has like an inkling that it's you and it gets back to that HOH you're trying to overthrow, then the power is null and void. So yeah.
I was going to ask Quinn, would he tell anybody? But we all know what happened.
Yes. And Chelsea tweeted about it this week, where she added me. I was like, stop. My mentions are already filled to the brim. And she's so right. Like, I think the one takeaway from BB26, like, you could be like, the value of sharing information is not worth the risk of being exposed. And it's like, I told Chemo about my power, and that should have only benefited my game, because it's like, Chemo, what other do you have going on? He tells Tucker for literally no strategic benefit at all. They were already besties. Like, it only made me look bad to Tucker. And it's like, but Chemo, I'm like your super soldier. I'm on your side. And so I think that people should have seen, like, even if it makes sense and it'll bond you closer with someone else, the idea of it getting out isn't worth it. And so I just, oh my God, poor Mickey.
Yeah.
Because now doesn't half the house know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do know. A lot of people like suspected it even without Morgan telling them or anything like that. But yeah, I think like Zach suspects it. I forgot who else. There's like a few people that think it's
Zach suspected it. Zach told somebody else. I don't want anybody to find out, because I want it to like work. Like I want it to work and happen. That's why I'm like, Diva, why you be telling bitches? Like, play it.
Last year, Quinn, I was rooting for yours so hard. I was like, a deep fake HOH. This is so cool. Like, it's gonna be exciting to see like the random people pop up and think that it's them. And then it was just, once it came, because everyone knew at that point, it was like, oh, this would have been like so much more fun if it played out.
I'm also crying thinking of what you did to Leah as well. Like, that's why I laughed, because I'm like, oh, I remember it all happened. Quinn's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, wait, what? I remember, also, the episode didn't show it. I did the deep fake HOH. That nomination took hours, because they had to burn down like a whole forest, you know, to get this deep fake whatever. And I thought it was like, I got permission from everyone to like roast them. I was like, Cam is two toddlers on each other's shoulder wearing or Krusty Cam is two toddlers on each other's shoulder, and one of them is Rubina. I was like, Joseph's mustache is fake. Like, Chemo isn't even from Hawaii. He's from Arizona. Like, I went through everyone and like roasted them. I was like, C'est Soi, which is Leah's underwear brand. I was like, more like C'est Blah, weak ass underwear brand. Like, and Angela's character said it, and we had so much fun. It wasn't in the episode. I was like, oh, so fuck me, right? Okay, cool.
I
That's
just
so
had a brain
annoying.
fart. I was thinking of what Tucker said to Rubina, whatever that little twisty thing was, and then Rubina cried. That's what I was thinking.
That was crazy. Oh my god.
Wrong thing, because I was like, wait, wasn't it Quinn? I was like, oh wait, no, it was
That was so crazy. Oh my god. The discomfort in that room where I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Tucker. And then Rumina starts crying. I was like, oh my god.
Anybody listening, what we've learned from this, don't tell people your powers or it will ruin.
Keep it to yourself.
Just keep it yourself. Like literally, don't even tell the diary room. I don't know. Don't tell the audience. Keep it to yourself. Yeah. Pretend like you don't know what power. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Gotta go and move on.
Love.
So let's hop into Wednesday's episode, the veto competition. Now, first, what were you all expecting? Who did you think the mystery veto guest was going to be? That, Keanu Reeves unlocked on the house. Who were you guys suspecting it to be?
So I had a feeling it had to be someone that was local to LA or like Southern California, because it's such a fast thing. It's like he just got the power yesterday. He's using it today. The veto competition is today. Like it has to be someone. I didn't think that they would like fly someone out just to be there just in case, especially not the first week. So Casey was one of my thoughts. I thought maybe who was the other one? There's someone else that's in LA. I can't remember. I would have liked for it to be like a Michael or something. We haven't seen Michael.
That would have been fun.
He was really good.
But you're right about, because the game changes so fast. Like he might be like, that morning I'm going to use it, and then by the time the veto ceremony happens, he's like, actually, like I ain't. So you have to have someone who's like 30 minutes away, who's like, yo, lock it and clock it. You might be before you might be getting on today.
That's so true.
Who did you guys think, or who did you want, even if you didn't think?
I low key got it spoiled because someone posted Casey on the screen, and I was like, why does that look like Keanu? Like, I was like, is that Casey from Big Brother? And Matt was like, yeah, it is. I'm like, I wonder what that's all about. And then when they're like, there's a mystery house, I was like, shit. It's definitely her.
Yeah, I was a hardcore casual this week because I was so busy. So I had figured out it was Casey before I even knew what the power was. Like just scrolling on Twitter.
Right.
Quinn?
I thought Jag would be a good pull. They love Jag Baines. And he lives in LA. I was like, and listen, if they can't afford Jag, they just like turn the like filter down and they put in his brother Jas. Like because they look very similar. And so it's like, I assumed that it was going to be them. And then when it was Casey, I was like, wait, this is like, that's like a fun option where it like acknowledges Big Brother like 20. Like that's fun. That's like every recruit's favorite season. Right. The fact that most of them probably didn't recognize her is a red flag, but every recruit on the face of the earth, like that is the easiest, like, oh, you're a recruit. When you ask them, yeah, what seasons did you watch? And they say, Big Brother this season before, and Big Brother 20 is probably my favorite. I'm like, okay, you've seen 2 seasons total. Awesome.
Right. Yeah. I feel like 20 is the new 16, where like the producers are like, okay, you're going in the house, watch Big Brother 20, you know, like that's the one. Yeah. It's also so crazy to me. Big Brother 20 was 7 years ago. That's when I like first started getting into Big Brother, was around that season. So it's it feels like it's like vintage now. It's almost
let's not wake that up, QT, because now you got me feeling wild. Old, so.
That is crazy.
27. Yeah.
Wait, what was everybody's first season they watched live? Like CBS Live, what was the first season?
16.
Big Brother 21.
11.
Mine was 18. Yeah. But I watched
Yeah, 17 was the first season I watched like fully though. 16 I like hopped in the middle. I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah, I started with 21. I was watching Love Island every day when Love Island first came out, and Big Brother would just come on after Love Island, and I was like, wait, this sounds kind of interesting. Why are they fighting? And then I went back and watched like every single season twice. So now I'm obsessed with it.
Why are the girls fighting? Wait, and speaking of the fight, we had that little Keanu saying, actually, wait a minute, I'm activating my power. And then Jimmy was like, you're going to need it. And I was like, you know what? Eat him up. I mean, he did. And honestly, the fact that what makes this so camp is that Keanu is the biggest man in that house, the strongest, biggest man. And he's like, I need help. I must activate this little old power because I don't think I'm going to be fucking Amy. Yeah. I'm crying, bitch. Or was Amy even on the bio? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Killer. Okay, so wait, let's head into the
sorry, speaking of this Amy versus Jimmy whole thing, I really like the Keanu versus Jimmy thing. I really like the Keanu Jimmy beef, and I just wish that they both had like strong sides behind them so that we would have like level 6 versus Faute kind of thing, you know, like I want that split house between the two of them and like have completely different sides. But Keanu just like doesn't like actually really have anyone, which sucks. But it would be fun to see them like go head and head.
I don't think anybody has anybody. I think it's kind of just like, where are we
There's
this
like a lot
week?
of little pockets.
Yeah, because even the hardcore alliances don't, or like the main alliances, they're not even like trusting each other. Like it's not like a real thing. It's just kind of like, yeah, we're an alliance, but we don't really consult with each other. We kind of just do what we want at the same time.
We talk
like the
shit about
heavy
each
hitters.
other. This is like that's what we do.
Yeah.
I also feel like Jimmy is much better at the response. Like Keanu, when he puts his whatever and he's pretending to sleep, he goes, better, yeah, get your rest. Like that's fire.
Yes.
And then when Keanu is like, he's whatever, and you can tell Keanu feels so fucking cool when he's like, actually, I'm gonna be using my power. And then Jimmy's like, congrats, you had your moment, like whatever. I think that is like the funniest thing for the person who has been clip farming the whole season to be like, congrats, Keanu, you had your moment. Like now you can sleep well. You got your screen time. Like that's so funny. It's the pot coddling the kettle black, you know?
Yeah.
No.
And when they were like really getting into it, Jimmy was like, sit down, Keanu, sit down. I was like, oh my gosh.
I was like, get him!
That was wild.
Wait, can we talk about how Ashley, like, just out of nowhere called out Keanu in the kitchen in front of everyone? Like, what was that about?
Yes.
What was that
crazy.
about?
Ashley
she
was like, I know, she was like, y'all bitches want to run my shower down the drain. Let's wake this the fuck up. She was like, anyway, Showergate, I don't know her, but let's wake Keanu being like, I'm going to get each and every single one of you out. And honestly, wasn't a big deal. Like, I understood. He's like,
Yeah.
I have to fight my way to the end. And Ashley's like, now what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what are you saying fuck me for? And then she brings it back up in the kitchen and she's like, I'm gonna take you all out. I'm like, why is she winning the argument? The second you use a crazy voice, like the second you use a crazy voice for the person you're arguing against, you win. I'm like, yo, she cooked them.
Like,
She's our messy queen. Like she just be saying shit and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. She's like not very self-aware, but it makes for great TV because she's not self-aware.
Eva,
Like
Yeah.
we can talk about it later, but there's been some stuff even on the live feeds. I don't know if it's been in the episodes yet, but where she's just so aloof. I can't. But we can continue with the episode.
Self-aware
Keanu-
wasn't on the bar exam. That's all I can say. Self-aware wasn't on the bar exam. She would have gotten that question wrong, and that's okay. She still passed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Keanu had a confessional during that fight where he was saying something along the lines of like, oh, now I'm just trying to make myself seem like the enemy, so I'm like a shield. And it's like, I get the strategy. That's like what I was trying to do in the circle at one point. But like, week 2 of Big Brother, you're trying to make yourself a target. Like, how is that going to work out for you at all?
That you want to win out. He's like, I'm just going to have to win out until the end. I'm like, baby,
like,
you
do
haven't
you know
won.
how HOH works? You can't do that.
You haven't won one competition.
The equivalent is like my house accidentally burns down and then I'm in the diary room being like, and with my house on fire, I'm going to get the insurance claim. And it's like, well, that's your only option. Like, there was no alternative. You're fucked,
just, like,
Keanu. All right. I appreciate the optimism, but you're cooked.
I know. And even Amy was like, wait, am I included in that? Like,
Like, shit, bitch. I've been on the block for 2 weeks. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm fighting for my life out here. Okay, wait. So, Ari, we'll get into the veto competition. So, for every you guys who watched it, I'll try to describe it. They're dressed up as these kind of like Little Shop of Horror plants, which I live, little musical theater in me. And you have to keep 2 hands on the button, and then we see Mama B. We see her. She's back. Better than ever. We love it. Now, Quinn, how was it? Thoughts seeing another returnee on the screen as a super.
First of all, I hope in 7 years I get a call. Okay, please. Can we talk about Morgan's reaction? She was.
Oh my God.
Yes! You would have thought she won the veto. She was like, that's what I'm talking. She had champagne. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Versus Jimmy, who's just sitting there like.
Jimmy's like,
he was like, I'm not clapping.
Yeah.
Which, why are you gonna be a diva like that? Like, it just like, you know what? Like, I understand you're pissed off about Casey being there, but Mama Fee, like, let's clap it up. Let's get into it. But back to the comp. So what happens is then once she says the famous words creeper, you have to hop all the way to your button. The last person to buzz in is eliminated. Now, I was like, oh, I think Keanu has a really good shot at winning this. Like, he's a big guy. He's very, like, tall. So I feel like he has a long, like, leap. Like, he's very strong. I knew Kelly with those bones of hers. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I know Miss Ava Pearl. I said Diva, she's probably gonna pass out from heat exhaustion. I have no hope for her.
But she looked great.
Yeah,
Very camp.
Literally, and that hat, she actually packed it. It wasn't a costume. She was
after the veto competition, when feeds came back on, obviously we don't see the veto competition on feeds. She just had the hat on and with like an all black outfit, and everyone on like Twitter just thought that it was her hat. We were like, "Oh, new hat unlocked. We love it." And then seeing the episode, I was like, "Oh, it came from the comp, but it was meant for her."
Who do you guys think was going to win this? Like, who were you once you saw what the comp was, and then obviously it gets revealed the special secret veto competitor is Casey. Casey sprints out here. I mean, bitch was on the challenge. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Even if I didn't know she had already won,
I'd be like,
I definitely thought it was going to be Casey. If not Casey, then I thought Keanu probably. But Adrian's a little surpriser. He's really good at these comps. If not for Casey, he would have won.
He literally built that shit in his backyard, the wall comp. Yeah. If you can't hopscotch, like, then we really have beef because what's going on here?
I just, here's the thing. They knew better to call me, because if I'm Casey, I'd look at Ava, and because we know Casey does not keep up with this shit at all. It probably took like 30 to 40 TikTok galaxies to get her to even open her DMs to CBS. And if it were me, I'd look at Ava and I'd be like, "You want me to throw this?" I'd be like, "Hey, you let me know." Jimmy would be trying to catch my eye. I'd be like, "Timeout. We're both Libras right now." I'd be like consoling Rachel and Ava. I'd be like, "What are our thoughts? We throw it?" That was something that Rachel on the feeds kept saying, where she was like trying to predict. She goes, "I might be able to get them to throw it." Like, depending on who it is, she was like going to cash in on her relationship. And the truth is, Rachel is like in the reality TV like space, one of my favorite people I've met. Her and Brendan are so fun. I would have thrown that shit for her. If she was like, "Quinn, we hate Keanu," and I'd be like, "All right." Oh, what the heck? That sucks.
Yeah. I know that's the thing too about having someone come in that's not in the game to play. It's like they could really do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. Like if they are watching the show and like have a vested interest in who actually wins, they could be like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit this one out," or like, "Let me go really hard."
But you know, Casey's such a competitor though. Like she's so you know, she does the challenges. Like she don't want to throw shit, and she
has to add another game to her top choosing.
Yeah, she's got to touch it up.
She said, "Won that veto, won that 6 veto." Everyone about it. So who leaves the? Oh my God, Jimmy is so stupid of being like, "Let me see if I can readjust my hand." Diva, just wait. What are we doing here? Like, that is like Big Brother 101 of like when you're holding a button comp, don't fucking readjust. Like, I don't care if you get scoliosis or what is that? What's the thing in your hands? What is it called? Not scoliosis.
Arthritis.
What's it called? Whatever. I don't care if you get arthritis. I don't care if you get arthritis in your hands. Hold that shit. Don't play with me. He lets go off first. That was embarrassing. Then Keanu does it right after. And I'm like, Diva, even more embarrassing for you that like you couldn't hold on to this button. Like, go home. Like, go lift some more weights. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. It's between Casey. It's between Adrian. And then honestly, it wasn't even that close. They were like, "It's a photo finish. We really have to see." Yeah. I said, "Bitch, I saw it with my own 2 eyes." Like, Casey definitely hit that button. Like, what the fuck? But now Casey wins the veto. Obviously, she gives it to Keanu. We get into it. What do we think Jimmy's going to do? Because this is very controversial, and I want to know everybody's thoughts. Because I have many thoughts on this. But what's y'all's vibe?
He told Rachel that Amy and Will are good pawns. And when he said that to Rachel, I was like, "What do you mean Amy and Will are good pawns when your target is coming off the block? Do you not have a target anymore?"
Yeah, they're all just pawns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very frustrating, especially in watching the feeds of him trying to figure out who to put up. He clearly had in his mind Amy and Will are his 2 next people to go up because he didn't want to get a lot more blood on his hands, blah, blah, blah. The thing is that like all of his alliance members were telling him not to do Amy. Mm-hmm. Not to do Amy and Will, but specifically like not to do Amy. And he just wasn't listening to them. He'd be like, "Okay, well, give me another suggestion." And then they give another suggestion. He's like, "Well, I'm not doing that. So give me another suggestion." And then they'd be like, "I don't know. Like, just don't do Amy." And then he's like, well, you're not giving me any suggestions. It's like, well, we just went through the whole cast list and you said no to everyone except for Amy and Will. So I think he's just one of those gamers and personalities, which probably a lot like me, honestly, where it's like he has his mindset on something. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. He just wants to do that thing and see it out. So,
but you know what? At this point, though, you're about to put up 5 nominees because obviously later on in the episode, we see Kelly activates her veto. It's giving very Caitlin Herman from BB20.
Yep.
I think it was
Yeah.
BB20.
Yeah.
The thing again,
Another 20.
I know, another 20. Lock it in. She obviously wins, so now he has to put up, what was it, 5 nominees? That's what it's going to be for the week, which is almost 1/3 of the house at that point. For me at that point, there is so much blood on my hands. It better be fucking worthwhile. That's it. Like, I'd be like, fuck. Like, you know what? 5 people, like, really, like, what are we going to do about it? So I better take a shot and have it hit. You just put up 5 nominees, and Amy, spoiler for anybody who didn't watch, I don't know why you're listening to this podcast if you didn't watch Thursday's episode, but and then Amy goes home. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are you doing, Diva? Like, what is happening? Like, all of this, 2 powers were used, 5 nominees were put up. You would think Julie Chen was getting evicted from the fucking house, how crazy this shit was, and it was fucking Amy.
Yeah.
All this for nothing. And it's like Riley was right there. I don't know, like, I can suss out the people who are easy to trick. And it's just like within that, he's such I'm a loyal guy. I'm a cowboy. I'm from Luther, Oklahoma. Never heard of that in my life, meaning scary. I would have, if I'm Jimmy, I would have walked up to Riley. I'd be like, all right, so you ready to comp beast it out? We got to take the, and he'd be like, what the fuck kind of magic's that? Put me on. I'm ready to compete. Yeehaw. I'd be like, I'd be like, hey, boot to ass. I need your help getting rid of these people because I'm scared they're coming after us. Yeah. And then he'd be like, we're part of the same team. Let's go, brother. Like, he at least go for it. He looks trickable. Come on.
But, you know, Jimmy, I would just be like, who is Keanu's number 1 allies? Whoever Keanu's number 1 allies are probably coming for me. So if I can't get Keanu, I'm going to cut off your right hand. Bitch, Amy was never going to put you up. I don't think Will was ever going to put you up. Nor do I think these bitches were ever going to win really a comp, honestly, if we're going to be real. I was just like...
Yeah, you have to get out of Target at that point. It doesn't make sense to go through all of that and not.
1/3 of the house, and you got out Amy, Diva. All this...
At least he flushed the powers. The powers are gone. But, like, that doesn't benefit him anymore.
No, because everybody who
had... happened in his HOH.
I don't know. So I just thought that was a bad move. The episode was really good, though. Like, I enjoyed Wednesday's episode. So much was going on. The veto was fun. Yeah. Powers were being used. I'm like, okay, eat this television up. We then go into Thursday's episode, and I'm like, it was just a shit sandwich of like, I know it probably ain't gonna be that good. How exciting can this shit be? Like, it's just kind of like, okay. Given, I know Will was some of y'all's winner picks, so I know y'all were sweating up in the game.
No, the way I was so nervous, like my Will, not my Will. And then it was really hard watching him this week because he kind of like had like the light out of his eyes. Like he was like, these young people, it's hard to connect to them. I'm not really like in the thing. Like people can just use me as a pawn. I'm gonna end up going home. I'm not great with these competitions. So it just felt like he was kind of down and out. And I was like, please do not be the Kenny. Do not be the Kenny of last season. In his preseason interviews, he talked about like, I hate when people go into that house and want to go home and go back to their wife. And I was like, please, Will, do not do that to me. Like I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Jordan, who would you have put up if you were instead of Will and Amy? Who would you have put up?
If I was Jimmy, I mean, I don't know. I would be trying to get out some people that are going to win competitions. Like Amy and Will, they weren't. I mean, Will might. Amy was never going to fucking win a comp. Like taking out Amy just didn't make sense. Maybe a Zach. I don't know. Zach's like kind of playing like a decent game. He's not doing too much. He's kind of riding like on one side, but like he's gonna win some comps. Once those physical comps start coming in, he's gonna cook. And like, why aren't we taking a shot?
Done like a Vince.
Oh, that's out coming right off of his HOH.
I think
that's
like
a good
Jimmy
excuse.
and Vince are boys.
Yeah, that's
right.
True. They are. Yeah, because Jimmy was like controlling Vince's HOH last
You know
week.
what? Even better, I would have put up like a Catherine maybe, or who was that? Who was the bridal dress girl? What was her name?
Lauren and Catherine was like my pick, where it's like it's the same idea of that their allegiance is undecided. So he's kind of like, I don't know if this is bad for me, but it's also like they're much more likely in like the traditional reality TV sense, they're more likely to win a competition. We don't know what we're going to get from this season. Angela was one of our comp beasts, but it's like, I don't think it's super crazy to put up Catherine and Lauren and just be like,
well, because they're in the middle, so
Yeah.
you're kind of like, I don't know where you stand, Diva. Like, let me put you in the spotlight, so like something comes from this. Like, I don't. Those are just,
and they're like kind of a duo. So if you get one of them out, that like gets rid of like a voting block. So
Yeah, I thought it
Catherine
was
in her DR is like, I'm never taking Lauren.
That's what I was about to say.
I was
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was
Yeah.
shocked by that. Like, that's the
It's
only
like-
person you talk to.
It's also
Yeah.
like day 5. It's also like Diva. Like that. I think people make a mistake where they're like, "Oh my god, I have to think of day 99." In a way, you do. You have to think a few steps ahead. But like, people fuck up badly when you have that mindset day 1 of like, I'm like, babes, how about you win a comp first, and then how about you get in an alliance first, and then you go give this a call about how far you gonna make it.
That part.
Yeah. I need some alliances to form.
I need
It's like
Okay.
real alliances. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, ready to move on into Thursday's live episode?
Hit it.
Period.
All right. So we started the episode off at the end of the veto ceremony. Jimmy has just done his renoms. Kelly came off the block because of her veto power. She was able to do the Caitlyn puzzle, get herself off the block. Now Jimmy has to nominate his 5th person. He nominates Will in her place. So now on the block we have Adrian, Will, and Amy. Morgan and Mickey are really upset about the noms because they feel like Jimmy is not listening to them, which he really isn't. Lauren says that she feels like she's in the middle of the guys and the girls. I don't know that I agree. I think she definitely is like on the side of the guys, like the Zach, Riley, Catherine, that whole side. I don't really think there is another side. Like the girls, I think established something maybe week 1, but nothing really has come of that.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I'm not seeing it guys versus girls. I mean, some girls voted Zay out last week. Some girls voted Amy out last week. This week, it's a unanimous vote.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think you can say it's guys versus girls.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not like really anyone versus anyone right now.
No.
Mickey correctly identifies that Will is good for her game and he can be attached to her and Morgan. So she like automatically is like, we can't let Will go no matter what, because that's like her piece that she can have with Morgan, which is her closest ally. So I feel like Mickey really laid the groundwork for Will's campaign, which was nice to see because Will wasn't really doing that groundwork. So it's nice to have a Mickey in your corner. And that's why I feel like anyone who's connected to Mickey, mostly Mickey, but also maybe Morgan a little bit, are pretty good in good spots in the game, even like in Ashley. Because like Mickey and Morgan kind of root for Ashley. And when Catherine or other people are saying that they want to get Ashley out, they're kind of like, no, we're shutting that down. So I feel like because they're in such a good spot, whoever they're connected to ends up being in a pretty good spot too, which we see with Will.
Yeah, I don't know why we're really dying on the Will train solely for the fact of like, Diva, I would die on a train that can win comps, that has good social credit. Like, I think he's a good number right now, but you know, how good is a number that can't win something to save your alliance or to save you or to get you off the block? So like, it's a decent number now, but Morgan was going so hard for him, and I'm like, again, it is week 2. Like, I would not like lay down your life risk. And I wanted to say the same thing to Rachel. Amy is not worth laying your life down for, like, at all. And honestly, I don't know if this is a hot take. It's the correct take, in my opinion. I think Amy going home is the best thing for Rachel's game. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Amy was like preying on her downfall too, where she's like, you did this to me. You're the reason people are after me. I'm like, but she's also the reason that you were safe last week. Like, don't be mad at her because you have such a loyal ally. Like, poor you.
Yeah.
But also, it's
And
your
I
fault
think-
for playing it out loud like that. Like, you were the one who was like besties with her.
Yeah.
Like, wanted this big thing.
Right.
Like, Diva, keep that on the low. Be like, yeah, mom squad, let's get into the gig. And let's keep it there.
I think it's a bad read from her too, because I think her being connected to Rachel is like an added benefit of someone putting her on the block, but I don't think it's the only reason why. Like, I think people would put Amy on the block regardless if Rachel was even in the house or not.
Yes.
So yeah, her putting it all on Rachel and being like, it's because of you.
We
And then
cannot.
she was like crying to Rachel and was like, it's all because of you, but I wouldn't have it any other way, Rachel. But it's all because of you. I'm like, girl, if I
Okay,
were Rachel,
thanks.
I'd be like, all right, well, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, I thought I had missed something for a second because Amy almost started convincing me that it really was Rachel, but I felt the same way where I was like, I don't think that's the case.
No, we are
Yeah.
Wait a
forgetting.
minute.
We are forgetting when Amy cried to Vince in the HOH room, being like, "If you put Ashley up, like I might as well just go home."
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the reason you were on the block
Yeah.
the first time.
Babe, so let's chalk it up. Like, I don't want to shit on Amy because we're probably gonna ask her to be on the pod. But, like, Amy, do not. Like, girl, like, baby, what you said to Julie
No,
tonight was.
I'll confront her about it.
She was not good.
Yeah. Hopefully once she gets out, she's able to see that like there was more going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
But speaking of Rachel and Amy's connection, there's a little meeting in the HOH room and Rachel goes in with her iconic line. She's dressed in all black, literally looks like she's at a funeral at like a church in like Alabama. And she says, "I'm dressed for a funeral because I know you're getting rid of my friend." Iconic. Like this is, I feel like, what Jimmy is trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like just make these iconic moments happen. And maybe because it's Rachel Riley, it's more like, yes, I love it. It's still a little bit cringy, but I feel like that's part of Rachel's
Charm.
character.
Right, that's
on
always
the
been her
show
thing.
from her first season. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, but
Yeah.
again, like, she's just, if at this point it is week 2 and you have literally had to fight demons to get her
Yeah.
at that point I'd be like, bitch, I'm just gonna amputate the leg off and call it a day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like figure it out and move on. Like, you cannot carry her 99 days or 80 days or however long they're in here this time. I'd be like, baby.
Right, but like we were saying earlier, now that Amy is gone, that even makes her look better because she was fighting so hard for this person, and now she just looks weak. Like she looks like she doesn't have that many connections in the game anymore.
Yeah, everybody also is like, we need a week in Rachel. We need a week in Rachel. Bitch, Amy, you're saying Amy was that strong?
Yeah, she also played 15 years ago. Like, what?
Correct.
It's also such a misunderstanding of Rachel as a player. They're talking about her as if she was season 14 Dan. And it's like, no. The cool thing about Big Brother is like how different the winners can be. And it's like, no, Rachel was the like comp beast crash out that like speaks her mind, gets eaten up, and then it like gets right back into it. Like she doesn't care. Like that's why she's here. If you look at her stat sheet, she's an extremely loyal asset. So it's just like such a misunderstanding of she's gonna pull all these strings. And I'm like, of course, Rachel gets bullied in the outer Big Brother like reality TV where no one validates her game, and then the second she plays, then they're like, she is the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's crazy.
But she almost lost the Porsche.
No, it's true.
Like,
I wish more people had like actually seen her game and understand it. They just know, like Keanu just knows the clips of Rachel Riley. So yeah, like to your point, she's kind of always been known as not being very good socially, and she doesn't have a lot of big alliances, and she doesn't have pull. She's not manipulative. She is a comp beast because she has to be a comp beast. She has to win competitions in order to stay, because if not, no one is going to keep her. So if you know that about her, then I don't know, I think it would make you feel a little bit better. But I still understand the sentiment of like, you have someone who's in the game, who knows the game. I think there's definitely an advantage to even having been in that house before, knowing how the diary room works, understanding the cameras, maybe not really caring about like what the fans have to say because you know how they feel about you already. You don't have to like wonder. So like all of those things I think do play into her favor. So I can see as a new player being like, we have to get this girl out because she's just like ahead of us regardless of if she's good or not. But yeah, they're making it seem like she's like she did Dan's funeral. Like I don't even know.
She almost lost to a girl that had the name of a car. Like I don't like. She almost lost by one
come
vote.
For Porsche.
She almost lost by one vote. Like again, she's very much like Janelle in the sense. I almost compare them a bit together, Janelle and Rachel Riley. I don't think Janelle ever had like the best social game in the world. I just, she didn't. And if she even had a slightly better social game, I think she would have won her seasons. Rachel never had a great social game ever. She also came back on a returnee season where like she had numbers. Now she's coming into a game where she has nobody. So this whole thing of being afraid of Rachel Riley, like, you see how she confronts Zay. You see how she confronts Keanu. Like, this girl isn't sneaking behind the shadows, slithering. She's just, like, calling bitches out left and right. I'm not worried about Rachel Riley right now. I want her to win. If I'm in the house, I'm not worried about Rachel Riley. Like, there's bigger shit to fry, please.
Yeah, if I'm in the house, Rachel, get behind me.
Same.
Here we go.
Oh my God. I would instantly be like, girl, I've got your back. Don't worry. Like, we're in this together. If you call someone out, just take a deep breath beforehand, okay? Let's, like, we don't have to do this.
I live.
Yeah, there's certain people that if I were in the house and, like, they brought back someone that I'd lay down my life for them. I'd give them the game. Like, Kaser, if Kaser ever walked into a house with me, he's won the season because I'm getting him to the end so that he can win. Like, yeah, there's just some people that...
Yeah, when I was a Big Brother hopeful, I was always like, oh, if there is a returnee, I'm 100% playing with them. Like, I will only let them get so far into jury. But, like, why don't you want to play with the returnee who has a lot of information that can help you? And also, like, production's probably not going to let them go early either. So why even fucking try it?
I mean, they've never left
the friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah. But we also need to talk. Did you guys like the BB Blockbuster comp tonight? I thought it was a little. Yeah. I thought it was fun. It was a little bit easy. I feel like, again, Amy, you're a super fan, yet you're grabbing one piece at a time. No. Adrian threw 50
but even then,
the Peridium video that's gonna come out.
Yeah, watching the BB Blockbuster was so frustrating. I'm going to have a Daniel moment from last podcast where he tells people how to win a competition. If you're ever in the Big Brother house and you have to do one of those stupid floor puzzles that should be so easy, it's so easy to connect the dots, bring all of the puzzle pieces to the place where you're putting them together. Do not run back and forth. And especially if you're going to run back and forth, don't just grab one piece. You could grab two pieces, Will. Will kept grabbing one piece, coming back, trying to fit it into the thing. It's like, you don't have the pieces to put it together.
Adrian chucked that shit. Like,
even then, though, it was still so close with him bringing them all at once.
He chucked it and it low-key solved itself. It's like,
but Amy was close though. Like, if she had a little bit more boogie in her step, like, she literally was almost there.
Amy doesn't even run to get the pieces. She's like,
that's
what?
For the future Big Brother players that are watching this, the one skill you need for any competition is urgency. The way that, like, everyone on reality TV has ADHD, they can't lock in, they are in their own world, thinking about what they're going to say in the DR. If you just have an ounce of urgency, you will outcompete 90% of the people. Because why were they walking? I would have been diving, chucking the pieces. I would have patted it out. I would have grabbed Will's piece, chucked it across the thing, anything.
Yeah, sabotage other people. No, it's true. No, Julie Chen posted a video of her doing it earlier today. She did it faster than Amy and Will.
That's crazy.
Of course she did. She ate up, but Adrian, he's a super fan. You see him, he chucked almost every piece. Like, it was I think Amy says, this one, no. Well, I don't know where this one goes. Let me go to the next one.
Let me bring it back and then bring it.
Maybe Will was like, I'm so safe. I'm not even going to look like a comp threat. Maybe that was it. Maybe Will was the mastermind, and he's like, I'm going to play it easy. I ain't going.
We'll find out Sunday.
Our comp beast Adrian wins the competition.
Great.
And then we go to the vote. And I mean, even before the vote, I feel like this in between the BB Blockbuster, even last year with AI Arena, and the vote is like a little bit awkward. I don't feel like they've like ironed it out well enough, because we like get back to the house, we see the three people come down, they have to or Julie announces who it is that won, everyone goes crazy, then people start like shuffling around, but like it's hard to keep up with what's going. It feels like I'm watching live feeds, but I don't have control of what camera I'm watching. Like,
and this just came to me like a psychic vision of. And let me see. Tell me if you guys like this idea. Quinn, you would probably hate this idea, because you've lived it. But I almost think at the start of Thursday's episode, when they introduce, hey, house guests, whatever, I think that is when like a third nominee should get placed up there. So then it gives them the hour to strategize. Because I think the problem with why it's not that good, I know I do love it in a sense, but it's also like, oh, if so-and-so wins, we're going to vote this person out. If this person's on the clock, we're going to vote them out. I would love it to be like, alrighty, like the person who gets nominated like Thursday night, it hits. Hey, who is your third nominee? I don't know how you would do that because you have to make it fair. You have to make
I
it
feel
fair.
like we would catch some strays. Like some
Yeah.
people would go all of a sudden Rachel Riley's at home, you know? Like it's
Yeah.
very double eviction.
But
you know?
no, but that wouldn't that be or not even do it every week, but there should be a week where it's like there's just 2 nominees and like whatever, and then it's like surprise, third nominee, you're playing in the
That would
fucking
be
BB
crazy.
blockbuster, and then it's like, what are we going to do? I don't know. I think that would add a little bit more oomph because everybody already knows what they're gonna do. They already
the scenario's already played out.
Correct. That's why I feel like it's not that like crazy. That's why doubles are so insane because you're like, oh my god, we have no idea. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Quinn, thoughts?
True.
Would you hate that? Love that?
I love a double eviction. I think double evictions are the most exciting night in reality TV. I think that like part of the problem is I feel like Big Brother 26, there was always like a worst case scenario, and it was like the HOA, it's like we just didn't have it as, we didn't do as good of a job. So it was like, oh my God, I hope Matt doesn't win the AI arena. Chemo comes down, and we were celebrating because we were so excited for Chemo. We're like, oh my God, not conscious at all about Matt's feelings. When Tucker lost against Mackenzie and Angela was beaming. For a second, I thought she won. She was like, and it goes down there, and she's like, and then it's like, Mackenzie won. You're like, oh, why was... All right. And so I think that like they have negotiated every single thing back and forth as a house. So we kind of know the outcome. The problem with Big Brother 26 was we weren't discussing it because we had such a dominant player like Chelsea who gave us the comfort of just being like, let's just discuss it after this. And I guess that leads to the death of Cedric and like, and then like Joseph leaves. Because of a crazy video, like Ethan Animal has a video out about that right now. And so I think what it is like Big Brother 27, they have an answer for every circumstance, and they're not sitting there crossing their fingers like, I hope Rubina doesn't win this and somehow dismantle all of our plans.
Quinn, that is crazy that y'all went in being like, hope this happens. If not, I guess we'll find the fuck out. That is like insane to me that you divas were just like, la 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 la.
Because people couldn't keep their mouths shut. They would instantly just run over and like be like, yeah, so-and-so's preying on your downfall. So it was just better to be like, you know what? I guess I'll keep it to myself. Whatever.
Are we shocked about 13-0? Are we shocked about not even one stray? Like that was a little crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. So that's the thing too, is like when they come back, it's like there's no even talk about, okay, what are we gonna do? It's Amy versus Will. It was just like Rachel's already crying, hugging her girl. Ashley's like, I'm so sorry, I love you. It's like, oh, okay, Amy's gone for sure. And then ends up being unanimous vote. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think about this. I feel like, I don't know. I think it's almost better to, especially if you're like a Rachel in this scenario and Ashley, to vote in favor of your ally, even if you think that that everyone else is voting elsewhere, because at least you show that you have loyalty and like, I will vote if you're on my team, I will vote for you no matter what. So like you automatically have my votes. You just need to get more, the others or whatever. I don't know. I feel like when you like,
I 100% agree because I agree. Yeah, because it's like, well, that was your ally, so you're just going with the house. It like doesn't do anything. It's like if you're voting with the house and it's 13-0, it's like, well, you didn't want her to go. You're not voting with us because you wanted her to like leave.
The only reason I would probably vote with the house in that scenario is because I would be thinking of the final comp on like day 90, where like I don't want it to be like, it's gonna be like, how many votes did I give her? Like my ass would be like I'd be making it as easy as I could. I'd be like 13-0, that bitch was out. Next, like I ain't doing the 10-2, 12-1. Like nah, bitch. Like fuck that. Like I'd be like whatever. No, but I agree. I don't think it gains them anything. I don't think anybody looks at Rachel or Ashley. No, I don't.
Being on the wrong side of the vote is only bad if you weren't knowledgeable that you were on the wrong side of the vote. I remember Chelsea looking at us and she's like, guys, I can't vote out Brooklyn. And everyone's like, okay, we understand. Like, we get it. We've had a split vote this entire season. We don't care. I think that, like, if I'm Keanu, by the way, drop a vote against Adrian, so that then that at least gets a reaction from Rachel. Like, I don't think people will actually care, but it's just the fact that Rachel would feel like someone was trying to pin a vote on her.
Yeah.
And then that's where the drama starts.
Yeah.
It's like, you just might as well, Keanu. You're trying to build a target, right? If it blows up, that's all according to your plan. And if it gets away with something, maybe you have a week of safety. I don't know. But yeah.
Very
I agree. Well, so now for everybody, who are we hoping wins HOH? Like, what is y'all's dream scenario and what is your nightmare scenario? I'm obviously Team Rachel. Like, I love her attorney, so I will always root for her attorney no matter what. So I do not want Keanu to win.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I think Lauren and Catherine low-key want to go for Rachel, and I don't like that, so not happy with them.
I also don't want a Rachel HOH, though, because I do feel like she's in a position where she looks weak right now, and why does she need to make herself look strong?
I agree. Everybody wants Keanu. Like, people want Keanu out. People want Kelly out. People want these. Let people do your dirty work for you. Like, at that point, look like the wounded bird, sit in the corner, cry about it, call it a day. I think low-key, I think it'd be funny to see, like, a Vinny or a Morgan. I think Morgan would be crazy.
Ooh,
I
Morgan
think
would be fun.
Vinny, again, would be psycho. Adrian, I think he would probably put up a Jimmy. I think Jimmy's in danger. If not someone in his alliance wins, you in danger, girl.
And I'm ready for him to go, but I also... No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say, I think Jimmy's in danger, especially because, like, Mickey and Morgan are already kind of like, he's rubbing us the wrong way. So I think they'd even be maybe not willing to put him up, but willing to, like, go with a house vote if they need to. I'd love to see Will win because you guys know, like, Will is just my guy from day one. I really want him to do well, and I feel like he needs some, like, agency in the game. I think even when Kenny last year won one of the vetoes, he, like, got a little bit for, like, a second. He got this spark of life of, like, all right, I'm in this game, I can do it. So I want that for Will. So I hope that he wins so that he can, I don't know. He has good ideas, too, of, like, alliances to form and stuff. So hopefully he can do something.
Quinn.
I just need Keanu, Kelly, and then insert third pick to be on the block. I think an Ashley HOH would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
As long as she, like, maintains her understanding that Rachel is good for her game, I feel like she might get a little too fancy, but she is such a mess. I love her. I need it.
I need an Ashley HOH.
But I need Keanu to go because it's like, it looks like drama because he and Jimmy are getting into it, but, like, it's such an obvious house pick. I want the interpersonal stuff to start clashing. Like, Jimmy being targeted by his own alliance, like, that's fun and drama. It's not fun if Keanu wins because it's like, well, yeah, that's the only option for him. So I need him and Kelly to go so that we can start witnessing the real collision of, like, all these big personalities.
Like betrayals. Yeah.
I know, and I want to say this. I'm glad you brought it up. I think I had much more high hopes for Kelly this season than, like, what she's been giving me. Like, I felt like she could have been much smarter with what she's doing, and I feel like each week I'm like, oh, it's getting worse, and somehow I didn't think it could get worse, and now it's really getting worse, and, like, I just am like, Diva, all you had to do was, like, sit back with your South Dakota accent and just, like, calm it down. Like, you're just doing so much. Like, you had to play this veto thing. You've been up twice. Like, I'm embarrassed. Like, how are you here, Diva? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, she just doesn't understand the show at all, and she's admitted to, like, in the live feeds of, like, not even barely have ever even watching episodes before, because at one point she was, like, talking about trying to get out Rachel, and she's like, what if someone who's never watched the show before gets out a iconic player? And I was like, oh, so you've never watched the show before.
Well, got it. She said it in the DR. She's like, I just found out pawns go home, and I'm like,
yeah, that was a crazy thing.
That's hilarious.
Was that not in the BB Bible that they gave you before the game started? Like, Gameplay 101, pawns go home. Like, I'm just like, the fuck? I'm honestly, I'm looking for the Ashley HOH. I'm there.
It's also the fact that, like, Kelly said that she didn't like Tucker. She's like, I'm sorry I didn't like you on your season. But she has brought up Tucker nonstop because she found herself in the position where she's like, I'm going to volunteer for the block. She's on the block. She's like, oh my God, this is scary. Like, I don't like this at all. Oh my God, this is scary. And so then now she's like, what if I play the Tucker game? I'm like, you did not want to do that. And then you found yourself in this situation and you're like, Oh boy, this is scary, guys. Oh no. Save me, Tucker, is the direct quote.
Then she wins the BB Blockbuster last week, and I feel like she really felt like, oh, I am Tucker. Then she wins the little Caitlyn puzzle thing, but that's like, I hope that doesn't get to her head, because that's it's like a thing against yourself. It's also so easy. Caitlyn definitely should have won it in her season, so yeah, you can't like really claim that. Also, I thought it was funny in this episode when Amy leaves the house, she was like, Tucker, or no,
Jimmy.
not Tucker, sorry, get Jimmy
Oh,
out. He's
yeah.
a snake and a liar. That was
crazy. That was so fun.
No, but she ate it up because, like, if you're allies with Rachel, why are you putting up one of Rachel's number, who is an indirect number for you on the block? Like, that was a very bad move for Jimmy, for someone who has like all this talk. Like, your HOH was shit. Like, it was just so bad. Like, it horrific, was so bad, actually. Yeah.
It didn't put him in any better of a position. If anything, maybe worse. I mean, it depends on who wins the next HOH. But yeah, he didn't like gain himself anything from this week of especially getting Amy out. And then, another thing that Amy said when she's talking to Julie, and Julie's like about to move on to the next thing, and she's like, "Be love, be light,
be light,
be love, be light." She tries to take Julie's whole thing.
She's like, "Get the fuck off my stage!"
What the hell?
Oh my gosh, that's
Jordan. I hear we have a special game.
Hello everyone, good evening. I am your host Jordan Chin Moonves, and tonight the reality group chat will be participating in their very first competition. House guest, it's time to test your memory and knowledge of all things Big Brother. Tonight, you'll be playing a competition I like to call Name That BB Soundbite. Here's how it works. You'll hear 10 audio clips, each pulled from iconic Big Brother moments across history. But there's a twist. Each soundbite has been disguised using a voice changer. Your task? Identify which house guest said it. After each soundbite plays, you will each have 15 seconds to text me your answer directly. A correct answer will earn you 1 point. If you're not sure who said it, you can ask from what season it is. However, that will cost you half a point. After all 10 soundbites have been played, the house guest with the highest score will win this competition. So remember, trust your gut and love one another. Let's begin.
I'm so fun. Just so the audience knows, none of us knew what was happening.
Let's begin.
Let's.
Soundbite number 1.
Don't even come at me about throwing comps. I was in the pressure cooker for almost 14 hours. You dropped as soon as the lights went out. Shut up.
I sent my text.
What? You know it already? You dropped when what went out? I'm definitely wrong with my answer.
Well, don't forget, you do have the option to ask for the season for half a point.
I'll ask for the season.
QT, I will privately message you.
Oh, that's so cute. You're wrong.
Did not 6?
Oh no! I won. Let's fucking go.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Smoking that circle pack. Come on, God. Let's go.
Answers are locked. Now, that's revealed.
I low-key still think I got the answer correct. I just think I got the season wrong.
I think so.
2 of you were correct. 1 of you were not. Let's find out.
Don't even come at me about throwing comps.
I was in the pressure cooker for almost 14 hours. You dropped as soon as the lights went out. Shut up.
That is 1 point for Quinn and half a point for QT.
I had a feeling that it was the later pressure cooker. Like, it sounded a little bit more modern. So at first I said Izzy. I thought it was Izzy.
That's where I fumbled. I thought it was Janelle's season, like Janelle and Kaser.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was that whole...
Like the original.
The OG.
House guests, get ready. Soundbite number 2.
And I thought it was because I really liked everyone here. But then I realized it was the opposite of that. I can't find an individual to hate because I hate you all.
I would like to remind everyone we do not have a comp tester here, so unfortunately I have not tested this competition with anyone to see how the results would go. You are my first sample size. Answers are in. Answers locked. 2 of you were correct. Let's find out.
And I thought it was because I really liked everyone here.
But then I realized it was the opposite of that.
Hey!
I can't find an individual to hate because I hate you all.
I'm going with the voice, and I thought it was a girl that was speaking, but I gotta, the voice is not correct. Okay.
Thank you so much, QT. The standings now are half a point for QT, 1 point for Daniel, 2 points for Quinn. Will the returnee win this comp?
Wow.
Let's find out. Going on to question 3.
You can always look at me and see how. You can always look at me and see.
Thank you so much. That was one of the more difficult ones to hear. Thank you for bearing with us as production was having tech issues. Thank you so much. Answers are in. Daniel, please. We're on live television. Answers are locked.
Locked.
Everyone, wait. Let's reveal. House guest, take a look.
You can always look at me and see how.
You can always look at me and see.
Correct answer is Tommy. That is 1 point for Quinn, 1 point for QT, and 1 point for Daniel. The current standings are 3 points Quinn, 2 points Daniel, 1.5 points QT. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, here we go. Gotta keep it.
Let's cue the next soundbite.
Her room was stupid, and then she holds up her bottle of tequila like she just won the $500,000 grand prize. Woo! Tequila! Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, this is embarrassing.
Everyone, please submit your answers. Daniel, I need an answer.
Okay. No, I don't need it.
Answers are in, answers are locked. Let's see who is correct.
Her room was stupid, and then she holds up her bottle of tequila
like she just won the $500,000 grand prize. Woo! Tequila! Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, this is embarrassing.
That is correct.
Correct for who?
The correct answer is Brittany, Daniel, and Quinn. You both get a point. That means our points are now 3 points for Daniel, 4 points for Quinn, 1.5 points for QT.
I'm out of this game, you guys.
There are still 6 more questions, QT. You buckle up.
Oh, wow. Okay, and I will.
Let's go to soundbite number 5.
We have been frenemies throughout this entire game. Whether I lose this game or not, one thing is for sure, I beat you. I beat you. You tried and failed. I beat you. Bye, girl.
I know this.
Please submit your answers.
I'll take a season.
A season? Absolutely.
I'll take a season 2.
Sure.
Oh, I need this stupid season.
Wait.
Oh,
Daniel, I need an answer.
sorry, that autocorrected. Please don't take that
Thank you
answer.
so much. Answers are in. Answers are locked. Let's find out.
We have been frenemies throughout this entire game. Whether I lose this game or not,
one thing is for sure, I beat you. I beat you. You tried and failed. I beat you. Bye, girl.
I would like to say I was being told BB18 and that is BB17 clip, so I just wanted to...
That is incorrect. Tiffany was season 18. That is Davon's returning season. Please try again, Daniel. Once again, I am Jordan
I
Chen
put
Moonbed.
BB17 originally. I put BB17 originally, but I was like, Davon couldn't have beaten anyone on BB17.
Yes.
So I was like, oh shit.
The current standings are Quinn with 5 points, QT with 2 points, and Daniel with 3.5. Soundbite number 6, let's continue.
okay. So, I just found out that my besties ain't my besties. Oh my god.
We don't even need it.
House guests, please submit your answers now.
It doesn't even matter what kind of voice you put on top of her.
Correct.
Okay.
Answers are in, answers are locked. Let's find out who got it correct.
Okay. So,
I just found out that my besties ain't my besties.
Oh my god.
I missed that season. That was such a good season. I love her.
Everyone got it correct. Everyone gets a point. We have Quinn with 6 points, Daniel with 4.5, QT with 3. Let's keep it moving. Soundbite number 7.
You're sticking fingers in people's faces, damn it. Okay, this is inappropriate.
House guests, please submit your answers now.
I know who is sticking the finger, but who was he sticking a finger to?
You should all know, honestly. I don't know why this is a core one for me.
I don't know. I'm asking for a season.
Of course. Half a point off. Answers are in. Answers are locked. Let's reveal.
I'm so curious.
You're sticking fingers in people's
Faces,
Oh.
damn it. Okay,
Yeah.
this is inappropriate.
Yeah, I was
My
wrong.
girly. How did I not know that?
It's unfortunate.
Iconic.
I thought this was the BB-14 Willy fight thing, like in the bathroom.
Well, we can reveal Quinn was the only one to get a point. Quinn with 7, Daniel with 4.5, QT with 3. Let's continue.
Our comp beast king.
As he should.
I had it when the first audio fucked up. The second I heard fingers, and I was like, oh, I know Rennie. It's inappropriate.
I love her.
Soundbite number 8. Let's continue.
I'm not dumb. Last time I checked, I graduated from Rice University.
Who graduated from Rice?
They are a Leo.
I'm asking for a season, Jordy boy.
If I'm wrong, that's crazy.
Answers are in. Answers are locked. Let's find out who's correct.
I'm not dumb.
Last time I checked, I graduated from Rice University.
With low honor.
Yeah.
With low honor.
Magnum cum laude, come on.
Everyone said Libra. Everyone has it correct. That is Quinn with 8 points, Daniel with 5, and QT with 4. 2 questions are left. There is no way anyone wins except Quinn. However, we will continue. Soundbite number 9.
They said Alex was a puppet master. I think they figured out it was me.
Oh,
Maybe not, but I was pulling some strings because I knew who was going.
If I'm
I'm
wrong,
gonna
I
need a
typed it.
season, unfortunately.
No problem. So that's going to be...
Oh, you're kidding.
Answers are in. Answers are locked. Let's find out who is correct.
They said Alex was a puppet master. I think they figured out it was me and Paul.
Maybe not Paul, but I was pulling some strings because I knew what was going.
Honestly, where was her all-star call?
Everyone got it correct. That is 1 point for everyone. We have 9 points for Quinn, 6 for Daniel, and 5 for QT.
It's actually half a point for me. I hate to say it, but
Thank you so much, QT. Sorry, live television. That is 4.5 for QT. Let's hear the final soundbite.
This kid's playing for children in Africa. What? Wouldn't he win? This guy already won fan favorite. He's donating the money to kids in Africa. Why isn't he not gonna win? Give him the money. I'm wasting my time right now.
I'm just gonna throw it, guys. I think I know what this
that
is.
was iconic.
I barely heard any of this, but I'm just gonna go with this for
Oh my gosh, Daniel, you know it.
Answers are in. Answers are locked. Let's find out who has won the competition.
This kid's playing for children in Africa. What? Wouldn't he win?
I don't want to talk about it.
This guy already won fan favorite. He's donating the money to kids in Africa. Why the isn't he not gonna win? Give him the money. I'm wasting my time right now.
Congratulations, Quinn! You are the winner of BB Soundbite.
Ah! I did it without an album. With Mariah.
Little nigga, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly nigga, I'm flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was
They thought it was lease, guys.
Right, haters, rest in peace.
Haters, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my.
I was trying to find the beat drop the whole time. I kept scrolling through Soundbite. I was like, where the fuck is the thing?
Congratulations, Quinn.
We did it! Come on!
Oh my gosh, congratulations. That was amazing. You got every single one right.
That's true. Come on! Come on!
Quinn, you have won nothing.
Super fan.
Come on, All-Star Call, you better win.
Please, God.
You've won a spot back on the podcast.
Thank goodness. I'd love to dedicate this win to Allison Grodner, my curl girl, my Moroccan oil soul sister. I love her. That was for you. That was for you, Auntie.
Quinn, thank you for literally spending 2 hours and 3 minutes on here. Like, this was not supposed to be done.
This is great. I had so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight for this episode of Reality Group Chat. This was Named That BB Soundbite. I am Jordan Chen Moonves. Remember, love one another. Thank you.
That
was so good.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching or listening to Reality Group Chat. Thank you so much to Quinn, our BB26 legend, our deepfake HOH
Thank you.
for joining us in this episode. Let us know in the comments who else you guys would like to see us podcast with. But yeah, this was so fun. I felt like this was my favorite episode that we've done so far. We've only done 3 and I'm like, but it was really fun.
Top 3, not bad.
Quinn, we're coming back. We're bringing Quinn back. Trust
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I love
Absolutely.
you.
I love having the insight of someone from Big Brother. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Quinn, where can everyone find you, keep up with you, and all your thoughts about Big Brother, etc.?
Yes, please follow me on Instagram. I believe that we will Quinn. And then I stream on Twitch 6 days a week at 7:12 CST. That's twitch.tv/everynowandquinn. Once I hit 3,000 followers, I'm going to do a 24-hour streamathon. We're like this close to it happening. So yeah, please check me out. I need your attention, please. I'm begging.
7:12 is such a crazy time. 7:12, like 7:12 is, and I love
Yeah, it's also so crazy.
Gives me some wiggle room.
Week. That's insane.
I love
all right,
it.
well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week on Reality Group Chat.
Bye.